everybody, and welcome to a studio vlog. I have not done one of these in a very long time, but I'm super excited to kind of bring you behind the scenes of my bag making business and kind of give you a little bit of an insight into what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I have a part-time job, and that means I don't always have time to record, or I'm not always out in my studio, but I have a bit of time off. So now that I've got some time off, I thought it'd be really nice to share with you. So I'm just going to cut to the chase, and I'm going to record as much as I can. I don't know how this is going to go, or how long the video is going to be, or what content I'm even going to get into this episode, but we'll give it a go. So let's get to it, shall we? So I've had a fabric delivery from my fabric supplier, and we're going to be cutting that out now. It arrived a couple of weeks ago, but because of work and all the stuff going on, I just haven't had time to unroll it and cut it. But the fabric that I want to use is on this roll, so I need to get it done. So let's get that done. So it's another day, and I'm really sorry I really didn't record anything yesterday. I just kind of got carried away doing stuff and just forgot to hit the record button, which is my fault really, but I'm going to try and do better, be better and all that jazz. Today I am going to be working on some new products, and I'm going to be drawing out my brand new pattern piece and then creating a version of that to see how it works. So I'm not going to show you me actually working out the pattern piece measurements because obviously I want to keep those quiet for now, but I will show you some of the process as I go. Hopefully I'll remember to hit record this time, and yeah, you can come along with me. So I'll catch you in a bit. Good morning, everybody. So I'm back out in the studio and I'm going to be working on a new bag today. So I'm going to bring you along with that. It's going to be a pretty big sew. I'm anticipating about 3 hours to sew the bag. I've got to interface it all and put all the stabilizers onto the fabric. So my heat press is currently warming up. And yeah, then I need to change all the threads on the machine and embroider the logo and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes on that and hopefully have a bit more content for you. I'm currently waiting on some Harris Tweed to arrive as well because I am in the process of creating a new collection for the website, which is going to be called the Heritage Collection, and that is going to use Harris Tweed fabric. So that's going to be really interesting. I've got only 3 colors at the moment because I'm really just testing the waters with it and I'm not sure how it's going to go. I've got to also get the leather to create the strap handles, and I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to go for a couple of sizes in the tote bag or whether I'm going to start with just one size and then make to order on larger sizes. It really, yeah, it's one of those collections that I'm very nervous about because the Harris Tweed fabric is rightfully expensive because of how it's made. It's an original, beautiful material to work with, literally from start to finish, made in the Outer Hebrides in Scotland. So it is a real heritage collection and premium luxury fabric. So it isn't the cheapest fabric in the world, and that's absolutely how it should be because it takes a lot of work, a lot of skill to make it. But for me as a small maker, it makes me nervous to work with something that's got such a rich history, but at the same time it makes me excited too because obviously it's got that history and it's such a gorgeous fabric. I have worked with it for one commission before and I'll be honest with you, it was the most stressful bespoke collection I ever made, and it was for a friend, so that's the reason why I worked through it. But yeah, I'm nervously excited about it, and as I say, I've ordered a small amount in 3 different colors, and unfortunately it's not going to be with me in time for hay, which is what I would have liked it to have been ready for. But you know, obviously Monday was a bank holiday in Scotland, and then we had Storm Floris, which caused absolute carnage. None of the ferries could run. So there's been a delay in it getting to me, and that's okay. That is just the life of being a small business owner. You can't really control the weather. So yeah, unfortunately there's not going to be the Harris collection coming with me to Hay on Wye on Sunday, but I've got a few other bags that hopefully people will really like. I'm very nervous, I will be honest. I'm going to speak about that a little bit later because otherwise this is just going to go on forever. So I'm going to get to actually putting all the interfacing and stabilizers now onto the fabrics. The heat press is almost done. So yeah, I'm going to get through and get that sorted. Sorry about the lighting. But yeah, I will catch up with you in a little bit. Bye for now.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand me
Hi everybody, so I've literally just finished the bag that I was working on and I'm going to show it to you in a few minutes. It's turned out really good. I'm super happy with how it all came together. It came together really smoothly. For me, it's unusual because it's colors that I personally don't tend to gravitate towards. I tend to like the more dark aesthetic, the more morbid. So if there's a skull, I'm in, because that's what I like. But I realize that, you know, that's not what everybody else likes, and I don't want to put the stamp of what I like onto everybody else, because that's just not the way business works. Just because I love it doesn't mean it's going to sell really well. So I'm trialing this kind of color combo, and I'm also trying veg tan leather for the first time. And I'm so excited because veg tan leather, which is this one here, which is what I've used in the bag, will actually take on, you know, an age very well. I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology because I'm pretty new to working with this kind of leather, but I believe the term is patina, so it will gain a very nice patina as the bag ages and as you use it. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. Now, this bag doesn't have a lot of this leather on it because veg tan leather is much more expensive because of how it's made. It uses the traditional tanning method, which is using like bark from trees, and so it takes a lot longer than a chrome tan leather, which uses chromium salts. So it is a much more expensive product to work with. So I am just trialing it out in much smaller quantities until I kind of figure out whether it's something that you guys want. So if you prefer a veg tan leather to a chrome tan leather, please let me know in the comments, because that's really going to, you know, help me in the future to decide what materials I'm going to use going forward. So I'm going to show you what this bag actually looks like now and stop rambling. And it's just here. So yeah, it's got my Summer Burst water resistant canvas on the exterior flap and in the lining. And then it's got the veg tan leather connectors with silver hardware. And then it's got this magenta dry oil skin, which is the first time I've ever used this color. I've been using the black for a little while, and I only got a very small portion of, well, about half a meter of this kind of magenta color because I wasn't sure how it was going to look and whether I was going to like it. But underneath the flap, let me undo the clip. Oh, so there we go. Undo the clip. So under the flap, then you have this zip here, and then inside that is the Summer Burst lining. Then inside the bag, you've got the Summer Burst. You've also got two divider pockets here and here, and then on the back there is another zip, which I will open, and that's got a plain pink water resistant canvas inside. So it's quite a spacious bag. This style is definitely one of my personal favorites. I absolutely love it. It's really unique. It's usable all day, every day. Yeah, this size is just great for nipping out for a day, for a coffee, you know, just general day-to-day stuff. But yeah, I really love how this turns out. And as I say, I'm not particularly a pink person, and I'm not overly keen on florals, but this one I do quite like. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear your feedback on this bag. It is currently a one of a kind, and I am going to be taking it with me on Sunday the 10th to Hay on Wye. Okay, so now that I've shown you the bag, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about what's been going on in the business. This is, as I say, my first studio vlog. and I've said it a couple of times and I'm sorry for repeating myself, but being a small business owner is really tough at the moment. I mean, we're not blind. We know there's a cost of living crisis and everything's been going up and up and up. And the same thing has been happening for me, personally and business-wise. My business materials have gone up, my insurance has gone up, you know, everything has gone up. And it can be a really difficult decision to make as a business owner as to what you do with your pricing. Do you try to absorb some of the costs or do you have to pass them on? And I had absorbed quite a lot of the costs, but I've had to now sit down, reevaluate, look at everything and do a lot of soul searching, really, because I found that I was maybe going to the wrong markets and not everywhere is going to have my ideal customer. And I realized that maybe some of the markets that I was going to just weren't where my ideal customer was shopping. So I'm venturing out to new places. And one of those new places is Hay on Wye. And I'm going to be there on Sunday, the 10th of August for my very first market in the town. And I'm going to be at the Globe. It's a venue I've never been to before. Like I said, I've never been to Hay on Wye. So it's a totally brand new experience for me. And I am extremely nervous about it. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what products to take, what kind of styles they might like, and generally just being in full-blown panic mode, which is not ideal. But it's just me. I am a worrier and I don't think I'm ever going to change. I am constantly going to worry about something. So I've been in the studio trying to make new stock up for that, planning new products as well. Some of the new products you can see behind me. The bag I just showed you is one of the products I'm taking with me to Hay. I am also working on another collection, which sadly isn't going to be ready for Hay because I'm waiting on materials to arrive, as I said earlier, and it's probably not going to be ready until towards the end of August, maybe even early September. And that's not ideal because I go back to work on the 1st of September and I ideally wanted to have pretty much all of my Christmas stock ready by the end of August. So yeah, I'm not sure what is going to happen over the next few weeks with regards to what stock I'm going to have, but I know that I'm going to keep working on trying to improve myself, improve the business. There's definitely things that I can do better, especially with social media. I'm not very good at social media. I have to do better on that front. And yeah, I'm not sure what the future is going to look like. I'm optimistic and I would like to think that one day, you know, being able to be in the studio full time would be a reality. But at the moment, it's just not. And I fully accept that I have to work just to cover the bills that have gone up, you know, and to juggle both can be difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it can be hard work to juggle, you know, work and then coming home and working on the business, but it's what I have to do. I absolutely love making my bags, so that's the big thing, is that I do love what I do with sewing the bags, and it's so lovely to see them out and about and to see customers actually using them. So for me that is huge, but I'm not sure, as I say, what the future holds. I do hope that things will get better and I find my ideal places for markets and for more people to learn about me, because I'll be honest with you, my website is dead. All of my sales come from markets. I've not had a sale on my website since November 2024. So I have lot of work to do on that front, and it's something that I've got in my mind that I have to focus on. So everybody, that was my studio vlog. It was the first one. I'm really sorry if it was a little bit waffly and a bit rambly. I don't really know what I'm putting in these yet. So I'm just trying to give an honest insight into the business and what's kind of going on in my life as a small business owner and maker in the UK right now. So I'm going to love you and leave you. If you did like this vlog, please do consider liking and subscribing. Drop me a comment, let me know where you're from, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.